Hey manifestors, Meera Allen with your Manifesting Destiny Moon Update and a partial solar eclipse and an equinox and a little bit of I3 Atlas. All right, let's start with what's coming first. This new moon in Libra, and you know, new moons, a new start is coming, and a new moon in Libra, which is the scales, and Libra ruled by Venus. It says here a new romantic cycle begins. You know, I love this shift into balance. When it's new moon in Libra, it's always right near a equinox, and we are in the, oh wow, that sun is rising just as I started. Morning. The new moon in Libra is about balance. And I just want to firstly say thank you for the people that have reached out to me and created so much balance in my world. Wow, that sun is beaming. And I'm so grateful for all those people that have reached out over the last week. It has been phenomenal. And I've met new people and really loving, kind people that are connected to the divine. So I honor you guys, I love you, and I am appreciative. I did feel a bit smashed around by my views about Charlie Kirk, and as people are starting to watch him and learn, they've realized how loving he is. All right, wow, I might have to put the curtain across. Okay, I don't know if that helped. Let's get into this new moon in Libra. Give and take could be the answer to any dilemma that you're asking about here. Compromise can also be called for. It's a time to start negotiating and renegotiating. When a new moon in Libra comes up, there is a restart for you. There is a restart for someone else. There is a restart, and new relationships could be beginning. If that's the chance, it will be a healthy and well-balanced connection, which I have discovered in this last week. So many well-balanced, loving connections. Amazing. In anything you do in this time, doing it in pairs is advised. Team up with someone in your business, team up with someone in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing, it's someone who will be open to talking things through. It will be a great time to share these connections. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. Additional meanings for this time is feel more and think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to appearance. The teachings are: Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind and luxurious. It is always aiming for balance. So when you have this time in new moon in Libra, it's a restart that is possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales, and this energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. You know, that's my whole life. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm a Libra, ruled by Venus. Love is always at the forefront of my mind. So is this sunlight. Again, I'm so grateful. I've been showered with so much love. I literally am wearing oxytocin for you guys so that it can radiate even more of that love. So yes, it is a new start, a new moon in Libra, but it's also a solar eclipse in Virgo. And we've just come out of Virgo literally yesterday. So I'm just going to shut this curtain, guys. A little more. I don't know if that helped. Virgo, you know, we can get stuck in the details. We can be a little bit overly critical. We can get a little bit stuck in the mud during Virgo season. Sometimes it's just that being in the soil before you can birth things out, and Libra brings it some air. And when we have the sun and the moon both in that air energy, which is right now, plus we have that balance of the scales. So we have equilibrium and we have the equinox. So that's autumn in the northern hemisphere, or fall, and we have spring in the southern hemisphere, which, as you can clearly see, spring has sprung. That sun is out. I'm in my lighter swim gear, which is great. So this is a time where we really can go for that balance. We can go for that equilibrium. We can find that tipping point, that turning point, if you will. And we can actually shift so much of humanity through our higher consciousness and through that finite balance. And what happens when we get super balanced? We get balance between our brain and our heart. We have that coherence in our word. We have ease between what we're thinking, what we're doing. We have this balance between light and dark, literally on the planet as the sun moves behind a cloud. So we get to find a certain unique point of balance in the world, and especially within. So that will be part of your meditation practice, part of the people that you're relating to closely that bring you that harmony and that balance. It can be such a loving, romantic time. You remember Libra ruled by Venus, the planet of love. And this is a time where opulence, money, luxury, these things can also come into play as well when you start to really look at finances as well, and what buys you those, those beautiful things. Got different flowers today. So, what gives you that sense of beauty, aesthetic and harmony, and how do you bring that inner beauty and that inner harmony in your meditation practice? It's a really important time to meditate, because also on the 24th of September, we've got Mars and the Moon moving into Scorpio, and that's going to create a little bit of disruption on the 24th of September. So I'm looking at a lot of what's happening with Mars at the moment, because if you guys haven't seen my video on I3 Atlas, we have an interstellar object, the third 3i Atlas, the third interstellar object that has entered our solar system. And it is interstellar because it is not from our solar system. It's from somewhere far beyond, as far as what they can trace back, something like 5,000 years ago or something. It's originated somewhat near the direction of Sagittarius in our skies that we know from our solar system. So when we start to look at this interstellar object that's coming closer to Mars, its composition is similar to that of Mars. It has a coma, which is the dust and the gases and the plasma that it's made up of at this current time, that is larger than half the size of the sun. It's currently growing. It was a reddish color as it entered when we first saw it through the Atlas telescope, hence it's called 3i Atlas. But now it's actually changed in the last few days. It has changed to a green color, and that's very unusual for a comet. Also, comets usually have a streaming tail as it gets closer and closer to the sun, to the perihelion, but what is happening at the moment, the tail is growing from the front, which doesn't actually make logical sense. So just going into that little bit of 3i Atlas, there is an energy that's full of plasma, and it's coming towards, it's in our trajectory closest now towards Earth, but it will be going towards Mars more than anything. And so I've been really thinking about, Elon Musk having this obsession with Mars. Mars is also the planet of war and destruction, which is opposite of Venus. So that's why right now, today is a very poignant time where we can actually bring that Venusian energy in. And this next 4 weeks, or this time that we have in Libra season, so we get to bring that Venusian love energy inwards more, and that balance and that equilibrium and that wanting to have that harmonious energy is around us now, especially with an equinox. Then we have this interstellar object that's hanging around our solar system, and it will be the closest to the sun on the 29th of October, but we won't be able to see it because it will be on the other side. We'll have the sun in the way, so it'll be on the other, from Earth, our vision. So we will have the sun, and we'll have I3 Atlas on the other side of the sun. So we will not be able to see it when it's at its closest perihelion. So what is also interesting is that because we're in this eclipse season, we also have a partial solar eclipse of Virgo. So all of this is culminating very close together in terms of this cosmic scale of what we call time-space reality. So it can stir up so much energy. Our solar flares have been even larger lately. For those of you that want to tune into Stefan Burns, I will link it below. and look at this solar energy that's coming through this video. So we can tune into this, we can use this energy, and we can transform ourselves. Or we can cut off from our humanity, we can separate ourselves, and we can go into friction, and go into the warmongering and the fighting and the unhinged part of ourselves. We get to choose. Do we go into that loving space? Do we go into that internal meditative space? Do we get to harmonize what we do actually have control of in our world? What we have control of in our life, in our relationships, in our home, in our garden, in our harmony, in ourselves, in our soul connection, in our sleep, in our release of our love energy, our expression. So we get to share a little bit of love, and I have been receiving a lot of, I just had a beautiful phone call last night from the States, and people that are really on the ground there, that of all colours, by the way, because I've been labelled as a racist, supporting a racist fascist. And I want you to know that for the past 5 years I've been watching just Charlie Kirk, and people that know me, I'm a person of colour. I have 2 black lesbian friends in New York, and I have friends of all different types of natures. So it's time to bring in that love, and especially starting within. How do we harmonize within? And thank you to my beautiful friends that have just been so beautiful and loving and kind, and those people reaching out, especially from overseas. You guys have been just epic, and I've never felt so much true, genuine support and love, and reconnected with friends that have just been like, wow, thank you for being courageous and being on the side of love. And I think we all are on the side of love, otherwise we wouldn't be on earth. So this is where we're at now, and it's time to bring harmony within you. And if that does mean creating space and letting go of people that are focused on the warmongering Mars energy, that's okay. We're all finding our soul tribes, and I've certainly been in that space this last week more than ever before, and I didn't realize it would be such a beautiful experience. So I was knocked about. So last video, I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago, I was really knocked about a week ago, and I thank you guys for being so beautiful. I nearly was going to shut my YouTube channel and just stop doing this, and then I realized after my phone call last night, no, just do it more freeform. Don't have to be so set with timing and the details. And that's that Virgo eclipse thing. A solar eclipse of Virgo is a partial solar eclipse. It's like, Virgo is very nitpicky. It can be very critical. It can be very bogged down in the details and get lost in perfectionism, and can hinder the growth. Nothing's perfect in life. No one's perfect in life. And, I'm not perfect in life. And for those of you that got so rocked by me saying that there's 2 genders, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. Maybe there are 85 genders, I don't know. But for those of you that feel me and resonate at my frequency, subscribe, feel me, share this energy, share this love. I have it, it's overflowing. I want to give it. I do it in my work every day, and I'm so grateful for you guys. And so shout out to the loving people on this earth that bring equanimity and equilibrium and harmony and truth. I'm with you. Reach out to me if you need a chat. I'm here. People can find me everywhere. Meera Destiny on Instagram, and I love you all dearly. Happy new moon in Libra. It is my season, Libra season, ruled by Venus. And be aware on the 24th or the 25th, wherever you are in the world, when that Mars moves into Scorpio and the moon is in Scorpio, it may bring up some intensities around the 24th, 25th of this month. But after that, we should be smooth sailing if we stay in that center, our meditation and our love. Call in some romance. I'm certainly calling in some romance. I don't know when and how and if it'll ever come. But let's hope this lifetime, or maybe not. Namaste. Have a beautiful new moon in Libra. I hope you felt the love, and thank you for all of you that are concerned, and huge blessings, and have the best equinox and bring back that balance.